Every character in Smash Bros. Has a flashy, powerful attack known as a Final Smash. Or at least that's the concept. Unfortunately, some characters are cursed with having a Final Smash that's either just plain boring or kind of sucks. So today, I want to talk about what I think are the worst of the worst, whether it's because they're lame or because their functionality is heavily flawed. I'll start off with an obvious one, and that is Mario. The main problem with this one, aside from it not being a great attack, is how incredibly generic it is. It's almost as if someone went, what if instead of shooting a small fireball, Mario unleashed a really big one? Considering all of the other possibilities, this Final Smash could be so much better. I would have really liked to see Cappy utilized in some way. Maybe having a cinematic where he captures a T-Rex and tramples his foes. Dr. Mario isn't any better off, since it's just a reskin of Mario's attack. I feel like the Doc's Final Smash could have been similar-ish to Ness and Lucas, except instead of meteors falling from the sky, it would be pills that would rotate as they fall through the stage, being a much better reference to the actual Dr. Mario game. Next up is Link, and don't get me wrong, ancient arrows are cool and all, but what about the divine beasts? This one is just too basic, although at least he's better off than the other Links. It's a complete sin that young Link's isn't a reference to Majora's Mask. Fierce Deity Link is the most obvious Final Smash in the world, but he's still stuck with this lame Triforce attack. As for Toon Link, how about the King of Red Lions riding in on a wave of water? Wind Waker is still his most significant title, so it would make sense to reference that game. I'm just surprised at the lack of imagination here, but it's nothing compared to this next one. Yeah, I think you all knew I'd bring it up, but Jigglypuff's Final Smash still remains one of the most boring ones. She just gets really huge and then deflates. I mean, come on, she's been stuck with this crap since Brawl. I always thought that Peach and Daisy's Final Smash were better suited for Jigglypuff, considering how well known the Pokemon is for singing and putting people to sleep. And while the opponents are asleep, she could more easily use her rest attack and get some KOs. But while her Final Smash is very uninspired, I think there's just one attack that beats it in that category, and that is Dark Pits. He just shoots a beam from his staff. That's it. There are so many cool weapons in Kid Icarus Uprising, so they could have easily picked something much better than this, like maybe the claws or a cannon. I mean, I get Dark Pit is not a very popular pick among fans, but it doesn't change the fact that this Final Smash is really lame. Now let's talk about some Final Smashes that just suck at getting KOs. First up is Bowser Jr., whose problem doesn't lie directly in being unable to hit the opponent, but the fact that the final hit of the move, which is the one with the KO power, rarely ever seems to actually land, meaning its kill potential is pretty low. Although if you're playing with more than 2 players, it's not quite as bad. Rosalena's Final Smash isn't quite as terrible as it was in Smash 4, but it's still not great. The main problem lies in how simple it is to avoid this attack. Just run away from Rosalina and you'll likely avoid either most of or all of the attack. It's decent if you're using it to guard the edge, but otherwise this one isn't anything special. And I'd say to just scrap this Final Smash completely and give her a new one. Wii Fit Trainers is basically in the same boat. It's just far too easy to avoid, and its only real use would be to edge guard. I mean, seriously, it's far too predictable. If she jumps, just try to get under the attack. If she's on the ground, just jump over her. Mii Sword Fighter's Final Smash is basically the same thing, so I'd include that one too. The last one I want to mention is Sonic's. Turning into Super Sonic is cool and all, but unfortunately, this is easily one of the worst Final Smashes in the game. It's just far too weak and fairly easy to dodge. They either need to increase the knockback or increase the duration of the move, because this just isn't good. And compared to previous iterations, this is a major downgrade. There were other Final Smashes that I was going to include, but none of them seemed as bad to me as these ones. If I had to pick an overall least favorite, it would probably be Mario. I just don't get why he's stuck with such a lame attack. But obviously we all have different opinions on this matter, so what do you think? Sound off below, and remember that Mega Man's Final Smash is the best. Thank you all so much for watching, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon. Catch you later.